Let's just say I don't have the brightest history when it comes to taking city rallies. Like, what's going on? Who's on my wall? All that kind of stuff. Started emoting. And in the heat of the moment, I didn't even know how to change garrisons while my city was getting rallied. This past KVK, I was getting deja vu when I random teleported. Let's give some context. It was the Zone 7 opening of an Alliance Invictus KVK against 2975. And we were trying to get our forts up. Our flag lines were building very slowly while theirs were rapidly approaching the last semblance of forts near the passes going to Kingsland. So I was desperately trying to random teleport around the building fort. Luckily, I was able to get a great teleport spot, but unluckily, we were getting overrun in the open field around my city. I tried open fielding with some of my kingdom mates, just, sad facing as much as possible. But you could see in the situation that it was pretty much inevitable that the fort would die. Just not enough open field and too many opponents around. And it's super hard to continue building that fort, especially when it is about to be touched by 2975. But yeah, the open field of our opponents just overwhelmed our open field around the fort, to the point where another city next to me that was random teleported started getting swarmed actually by 2975. So I'm like nervously looking, man, like, hey, that city's kind of close to my power. I don't have a proper garrison. I've been wanting to max Heraclius for quite some time. I was still sending out some open field troops, just I was kind of done with it. It was such a sad situation to perform this badly in KVK, but I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, they could probably swarm me next. So as soon as they were done swarming the other player, as soon as they started walking towards me, I'm like, hey, I have to do something. I either have to teleport or I'm like, you know what, screw it. Let's just max this Heraclius. So I maxed Heraclius on the spot. Not knowing whether or not my city was getting attacked or not. And you can see here, I'm starting to invest some gold heads. I had quite a couple gold heads saved up, luckily, and I believe I already had Heraclius set on my wall from beforehand. But as soon as I got out, boom, they were swarming my city like crazy. I go ahead and check my hospital, see that it's doing pretty decently here, but I actually don't even know if I've never seen a situation where when you max a commander while it's in use, do the attributes apply instantly? But anyways, yeah, I was getting swarmed down like crazy, ended up random teleporting. Didn't take any deads, luckily, and I actually traded pretty decently here. Only taking about, 550k sevs versus 350k sevs from their side of things. In all honesty, could have been better, could have been worse. But that is how I got swarmed down while maxing my Heraclius. We ended up losing this KVK, but this was definitely one of the highlights. Insta-maxing Heraclius while getting swarmed. I don't know if anyone else has ever done this in Rise of Kingdoms, but just a quick little highlight I want to show that, hey, this past KVK, I did not take deads taking a city rally this time. Looking back in hindsight, looking back at the reports, in the troop buffs, it looks like they started swarming me when I was at a 5-5-4-4 Heraclius, so not exactly a maxed Hera, but either way, I think it's a good investment because now I can just random teleport whenever I want to. And that is the end of the video. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.